Hello, I am Swifvente. Today we'll be looking at the Dragonflight trailer for the upcoming expansion for World of Warcraft. I personally hope that this expansion is going to be a successor to previous World of Warcraft titles, as we have seen in the past that previous expansions have just failed dramatically in terms of trying to appease the fan base. Players are starting to feel exhaustion from borrowed power style systems that are currently in the game, and have voiced their frustration as well, but ultimately it just falls on deaf ears.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
The main things I'm looking forward to that was discussed throughout the entire reveal was that they're looking at redesigning a couple of major systems within the game. So we're talking about the profession system, the talent tree, and also a new class that should be coming to the game. I feel like these three systems are hopefully a sort of stepping stones to the company starting to listen to their fan base. We'd hopefully see that Blizzard looks at systems that are more enjoyable for the player, rather than expanding on time-gated progression that just tries to hold the player into the game for as long as possible. Throughout past expansions, we've seen complaints over and over and over again for the same exact mechanics that just keep getting repeated over and over again, that Blizzard just seem to put fingers in theirs and not listen to their fan base. And this has become a major problem as well. We are currently aware that WoW as a game has been shrinking over the past few years. We know that WoW has been shrinking over the years due to these issues. We can only hope that this leads to a sort of rebirth of the game, though I would not want to put my expectations too high just yet. I'm not incredibly well versed in the Warcraft lore, so I don't know how well I'm going to be able to understand the Dragon Isles personally, but we'll see how it goes. Blizzard Entertainment. 10,000 years ago. Wasn't 10,000 years ago when the shattering of the Azeroth happened?
Been sundered. It cries out in pain.
Because that's when the Legion first attacked, right?
We must go to its aid. We entrust our ancestral home to you, the Watchers.
I remember there were back in like MoP or previously before that, there was so many speculations to the Dragon Isles. People wanted it for a very long time.
Our own eyes, you will feel our return in the waking of the land. Then you must light the beacon of Tearhold.
It's interesting
Lest the path home be lost to us
that
forever.
they have so that would have been, yeah, so it's 10,000 years have passed, and like it's funny that like obviously it's been surrounded by what seems to be a magical warding, but even the Legion didn't know about it. Like nobody knew this was here, which is interesting. Something that's interesting to take from here that I just noticed, the plant just opened, which means the island in itself is rebirthing from this very point. Kind of interesting to take into account. Like, does that mean the island's been in like a complete stasis? Because we know from interviews that the Watchers have been in stasis, but does that mean the entire island has? What's interesting as well is that these statues have been destroyed. Well, they look like they've been destroyed intently without this guy being destroyed. Which means that someone's been on the island trying to stop the reawakening. There he is. My boy Tyr. It's interesting that they give these titans, obviously titans they're meant to be completely different from humans, because obviously humans have the curse of flesh. But they've given so much emotion to these titans who are meant to be essentially like robots in a way. This is how I feel trying to close the fridge at 2 AM, trying not to make a noise. He's achieved his goal. Huh. Oh, look, that's Alex Strasser. Also the other Dragonflights. Honestly, I really do hope that this will be
is healing.
a sort of rebirth to World of Warcraft.
Is yet uncertain.
Going full fantasy again, I feel is the way to go.
Together, we shall be Azeroth's protectors once again.
With every expansion, we always feel
the new age of dragons shall begin.
We always feel like we're gonna get something back to the fantasy setting, and then it always goes bad. But I'm hoping that this is that they go back to their roots with this. Honestly, I really do. And it makes me sad that there's a chance that it just goes bad like it always does. We can only hope that this is a redemption arc for Blizzard. I'm really looking forward to this expansion, I really am. But I also fear that which consistently happens with each expansion. The showcase of some of these new systems, I really hope that Blizzard have gone the extra mile to listen to their fan base again. With the new talent tree and professions honing system, I feel that we're going back to a MOP era really, where people really enjoyed crafting. A talent tree often reminds me of classic WoW system, and a lot of people really want that back. And I think it's probably good for them to do that. While we've seen major companies push away from talent tree systems like Riot Games with League of Legends, it's nice to see a reimagining of it with Dragonflight. Something else I'm also really looking forward to is dragon riding and the new class Invoker. As you can see, this is a work in progress from the talent tree that they showcased during the reveal trailer of Dragonflight. And it really does remind me of the old classic system. What's interesting here is that you have a base spec and then you'll have a class spec alongside it. You can change things in and out as you go along. I really hope that they keep to this system and make it as fun as Classics one was. I'm really looking forward to how this system will eventually showcase itself once it comes out. Alongside that, we also have the new crafting system, which I am a massive fan of personally. This takes me back to a MOP era style crafting system where it was very important to have a profession-based character, as that would be your main source of income. The new honing system reminds me something adjacent to, say, Lost Ark, and should make the system last for a very long time, and also make it so that there'll be specialized players who can only make the best stuff really early into the game, which would make you being an important part of the server a really big thing. Now, not everyone's gonna be able to have this advancement. I hope that there won't be any gold-related incidents happening with these systems, say like being able to boost your way through progression of this system, as generally that leads to more issues down the line. Though I'm very impressed by this. I really hope to see more in the future. Things I haven't discussed is dragon riding and the new evoker class. Dragon riding looks interesting. It sort of reminds me of Mop's system for training a dragon, or training one of their dragons, back when you had to do the Order of the Gold Serpent questline, which I really enjoyed back in the day. That was a really fun questline. I hope we see more in the future on the dragon riding system. Last but not least is the new evoker class, which seems to be a ranged magical DPS / healing class, which in itself sounds very interesting. I'm more personally interested in the healing side of the class, and wonder how it's gonna work. With them describing the DPS class as a sort of power pumper, or say trying to boost your power as much as you can to push out a skill, a more powerful skill, sounds like a very interesting healer style, which would make them very useful in certain raids, I feel. I can't wait to see more on this class, and I hope we see more on the healer side as time goes on. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I will have to catch you for the next one. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'm trying my best to release new videos as time goes on, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you next time.